from New Hanover County Schools Television. Three-time Blue Ribbon winner for the North Carolina Schools Public Relations Association for Outstanding Electronic Media. This is your School News.
Welcome to your school news for the week of May 2nd through the 8th of 2016. I'm Gabrielle Allen de Trois-Maisons.
And I'm Leah Schwagel. Topping our newscast this week, Snipes Rising Stars visit Kennan House. Roland Grice teacher becomes a Kennan Fellow. And Hoggard High School welcomes a North Carolina senator.
Topping our newscast this week, Snipes Academy of Arts and Design students attended a reception held in their honor by the neighborhood group Friends of Snipes. The special gathering was held at Kennan House, home of UNCW Chancellor Joseph V. Sardarelli and his wife. We get the full report from YSN reporter Stephen Thornton.
The trip to Kennan House has become a tradition for Friends of Snipes, UNCW and Snipes Academy. It has become an important way to honor the top students of Snipes Academy and show them the importance of the hard work they are putting towards their future. This year, students, teachers, and principal traveled via limo from Snipes to Kennan House for the special event.
I love it here. It's so pretty. There's so many paintings. The chandeliers are beautiful. It's so many things around here that I love.
The students were treated to a wonderful spread in the Kennan Grand Dining Room. Snipes Shining Stars selected from a large buffet of items that tantalized their taste buds. During the reception, Chancellor Sardarelli and members of the Friends of Snipes mingled with the students and discussed the students' aspirations. A few students took a tour of the historical home and grounds.
Pretty, and it has lots of extra details and more sculptures and lots of rooms.
The program for the Snipes Shining Stars included presentations by 3 UNCW students. Ashley Hines shared her experience as a college student at UNCW in public health studies, while Jory Stanley spoke about her college experience majoring in environmental studies. The program concluded with UNCW student George Daniel talking about his studies in neuroscience and cross-cultural studies.
I learned about the majors of college, like that you have to stay with more than 4 people sometimes, that have different coaches than you and you gotta adjust, but just mainly about college, because I'm really looking forward to it.
It was an exciting event for Snipes students and one they will cherish for years to come. Reporting for Your School News, this is Stephen Thornton.
Whoa, that exclamation and the gasps of surprise accompanied all the various stations at the Marine Science Festival at Wrightsville Beach Elementary. The festival was filled with hands-on learning about marine biology, ecology, and water safety. It was an amazing experience for all the students at Wrightsville Beach Elementary who got a chance to participate. Traveling all the way down from Maryland was an expert in fossilized shells. She explained to the students that for the remains to be considered fossils, they must be over 10,000 years old. Students were eager to learn about horseshoe crabs and had a chance to touch one.
Well, I learned in my first station with some high schoolers that the blue crab has 2 different kinds of pouches, and I thought that was really cool because they were shaped like pyramids and rockets. And I loved how they put it together so that you could really memorize it.
Well, my first station, I learned about the different types of shells and how some of them will swirl up straight up and some of them will swirl like flat.
Horseshoe crabs, how the female horseshoe crabs have a bigger shell than the males because they have to have a bigger shell to carry more babies so they can go across the country to get to their spot where they have to lay their eggs. And we learned how the females have to carry the males on their back, so he can fertilize the eggs as she lays them in the sand.
Cool classes, great teachers, and fun were all part of the Marine Science Festival. Students discovered all about crabs with lessons from Ashley Marine Science students, and even more about mollusks from Dr. Ron Hill with the North Carolina Shell Club. One of the extremely important lessons learned during the festival was how to escape a rip current. Students were taught that if they are caught in a rip current, it's crucial that they keep their wits about them, that they should swim sideways parallel to the beach. This will get them out of the narrow outward current so they can swim back in with the waves that help them along. It was a great day of learning for the students at the Wrightsville Beach Elementary School.
Noble Middle School team won the regional Battle of the Books competition, beating out 11 other teams from across the Southeast region. After 66 rounds, Noble was named the champion with a score of 144 points. The Noble team is coached by media specialist Gretchen Nash and will now go on to compete in the state-level Battle of the Books competition at Wake Technical Community College in Raleigh. Team members are Ben Arcuri, Harrison Bunchanen, Owen Dean, Abby Fletchner, Cooper Hidal, Paige Kelmer, Rachel Nuritz, Ashley Ronner, Shay Surfert, Dylan Thiessen, and Aiden Wells.
North Carolina's 2015 Principal of the Year and Teacher of the Year united in a statewide campaign to bridge the divide between the classroom and the legislative building. At the encouragement of legislators, they held NC legislation in the classroom and asked that teachers and principals across the state invite their representatives into the classrooms and schools for a day. Regional Teachers of the Year Katie Schneider at Hoggard High School championed the idea and invited North Carolina State Senator Michael Lee to speak to her psychology class. Senator Lee talked about the news service tax, the Working in Raleigh, efforts to improve the pay for teachers, and his thoughts on the state's education system. However, it was the HB 2 bill that created the most discussion as students questioned the reasons for the bill. Mr. Lee outlined his reasons for supporting the bill and the backlash he has received for supporting it. The entire discussion was civil and informative for everyone.
College Park teacher Victoria Minshew has received a grant for $2,500. She and UNCW professor Dr. Lynn Sikma of the Watson School of Education have teamed up on a project, Prioritizing STEM, utilizing a STEM resource lab to increase elementary teachers and students' STEM experiences. With her grant funds, Mrs. Minshew will be purchasing resources to create STEM kits that will be used to create authentic STEM learning experiences for the students at College Park. She will also teach students at different grade levels using these kits and will do professional development with teachers on how to use them in their own classroom. Mrs. Minshew will also use these resources in addition to UNCW's resources to create activities for College Park's annual STEM Family Night and hopefully be able to initiate a 4th and 5th grade STEM club for students.
Anderson Elementary School held its 9th annual Jump Rope for Heart students versus the staff basketball game. The entire game was created as an incentive to raise money for the American Heart Association through the school's annual Jump Rope for Heart campaign. The top 4 fundraisers in each grade level participate in the game against various staff members. Jump Rope for Heart and Hoops for Heart are national education and fundraising programs jointly sponsored by Shape America and the American Heart Association. They promote physical education and provide children with the knowledge of heart disease and stroke while raising funds for the cardiovascular disease research, stroke research, and health education. This year, Anderson Elementary raised $14,381 for the American Heart Association.
Founded in 2000, the Kenan Fellows Program for Curriculum and Leadership Development is an initiative of the Kenan Institute for Engineering, Technology, and Science at NC State University. Approximately 50 outstanding K-12 educators are selected annually for this year-long fellowship. This year, Roland Grice Middle School 8th grade science teacher Stephanie Titzel was a winner of the fellowship for the Southeastern region. Ms. Titzel was surprised with the announcement during the school's morning announcements. Students, friends, and fellow teachers gathered to share this amazing accomplishment with the entire school.
So this means that I get to spend the summer working with Farm Bureau to create lessons that can be used in their curriculum, Ag in the Classroom. And basically I get to be the hands and feet of this project where I get to go and experience dairy farms and Christmas tree farms and all different kinds of things and then write lessons about it for our county.
Key components of the fellowship are at least a 3-week summer internship with a mentor in a research or applied STEM setting, and 80 hours of professional development that builds leadership capacity and promotes curricular design linking classwork to real work. Today, there are more than 350 Kenan Fellows across North Carolina and beyond.
It's finally here, the 4th annual Teacher Trot 5K race and fun run presented by Hendrick Toyota of Wilmington is this Saturday, May 7th. The event will begin at 8 a.m. and will be held at Ashley High School. Proceeds raised from the event will help support NHCS staff wellness and student physical education programs. Registration costs are $25 for adults and $15 for students. Race day registration will be $30 and will begin at 7 a.m. at the Ashley track. To register online, visit the school system's website at www.nhcs.net and click on the Teacher Trot icon.
Now, when your school news continues, we have an exciting lunch menu forecast.
Plus, coming up in 60 seconds, we'll have reports on Make-A-Wish Foundation surprises a student at Myrtle Grove Middle School, Mosley Career Readiness Center holds a career and health fair, and College Park Elementary students learn all about snakes.
This is Your School News on cable and online. Look for our blue logo for all the latest news online at www.nhcs.net. Please friend NHCS TV on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
Dad's home!
Yeah. The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Welcome back to Your School News. Make-A-Wish Eastern North Carolina has granted more than 3,200 wishes since its inception. Its most recent wish, however, took place right here in New Hanover County at Myrtle Grove Middle School. YSN reporter Owen Shields was on hand and has the full report.
It was a pleasant and sunny Friday at Myrtle Grove Middle School as the 8th grade student body entered the gymnasium to witness a special event unfold for one of their classmates. Make-A-Wish Eastern North Carolina was there to grant 8th grade student Faith Hart, who has hypoplastic right heart syndrome, her wish to go on a Royal Caribbean cruise. Faith entered the gym escorted by some of her closest friends, only to be surprised to see family members waiting on the bleachers. Make-A-Wish representatives then told Faith that her wish to go on a cruise was granted, and they gave her all the details of the trip. Once she heard the wonderful news, Make-A-Wish then gave a slideshow presentation to everyone on why she received the wish. The story of how Faith had to survive 3 open heart operations as a young toddler brought many in the crowd to tears. Everyone learned about her and her parents' daily challenge to keep Faith's heart healthy and strong and how it has affected her life. Faith's mother also spoke, thanking Make-A-Wish and telling them how much the cruise would mean to their family. One of the reasons Faith chose a cruise for her wish was so her entire family could be a part of it. In addition to the good news, the timing of the wish delivery coincided with Faith's 14th birthday, and it was a birthday celebration that she will never forget.
Well, Make-A-Wish does like a bunch of really amazing things, and I'm thankful to like be one of the people that they like help or whatever, you know, and it doesn't feel real to me. It feels like it's like a dream. Well, it means everything to me, and I just like, it's all because of God, and God just like put this all in my hands and stuff, because none of this would have happened if I didn't have heart disease. And then my best friend knew about all of it, and she kind of kept it from me, so thanks. You're welcome. And my best friend also got me through a lot of it.
Make-A-Wish Eastern North Carolina grants the wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions to enrich their human experience with hope, strength, and joy. Faith's wish is one of more than 200 wishes that Make-A-Wish Eastern North Carolina will help grant during the year.
It's an amazing experience to be a wish granter. We get to come into a family that has had something traumatic happen to their life, and we get to bring them sunshine and make something great in their life happen for them. So to be a wish granter is a dream come true. It's the best volunteer job you ever want to have.
While it was a very special and exciting day for Faith and her family, it was also a valuable experience for the entire 8th grade class at school. They were able to witness something truly positive and a once-in-a-lifetime event for their classmate, while at the same time learning a little about her and her struggles. Principal Highsmith explained to the students that everyone has a story just as Faith did, and that you can't judge or make assumptions about someone because everyone has a different life story. In the end, it was an amazing day for Faith, her friends, her family, and even the entire Myrtle Grove 8th grade class. Reporting for Your School News, this is Owen Shields.
New Hanover County Schools has released its official 2016 high school graduation ceremony schedule. We start with our 3 non-traditional high schools. Isaac Bear Early College High School students will graduate on May 28th at the Bernie Center on the UNCW campus at 10 a.m. Wilmington Early College High School will also hold their ceremony on May 28th. Their ceremony will be held at 1 p.m. in the Cape Fear Community College Humanities and Fine Arts Center. Finally, the Career Readiness Academy Mosley Performance Learning Center will hold its ceremony at Snipes Academy of Art and Design on June 10th at 7 p.m. Now the 4 traditional high school graduation ceremonies are scheduled for Saturday, June 11th at Trask Coliseum on the campus of the University of North Carolina, Wilmington. Hoggard High School's ceremony will begin at 9 a.m. New Hanover High School ceremony will begin at 12:30 p.m. Laney High School's ceremony will be at 4 p.m. and Ashley High School will close out the day with their ceremony at 7:30 p.m. To review the complete graduation schedule, you can go to the school system website at www.nhcs.net.
The Career Readiness Academy at Mosley PLC hosted their 2nd annual Career Day. This event was designed to give students a competitive edge in the workplace and also offer them the opportunity to explore various career options. Guest speakers included CEO of Port City Java, Steve Schnetzler, the Art Institute Admissions Counselor, Brittany Davis, Cape Fear Community College Nursing Department, City of Wilmington Fire Department, New Hanover County Sheriff's Department, College of Wilmington Cosmetology Department. The Career Readiness Academy simultaneously held a health fair in which students had the opportunity to learn more about local health and wellness agencies. Guest speakers for the health fair included the representatives from UNCW, the What Clinic, Coastal Horizons, Yoga Village, New Hanover County Health Department, and the National Center for Outdoor and Adventure Education.
The students at College Park Elementary had the awesome opportunity to visit the Serpentarium right here in Wilmington. Once the students walked in, their eyes widened and jaws dropped as they saw all the reptiles. Reptiles like the king cobra, giant anaconda, Nile alligator, and the black throat monitor were just several of the many reptiles the Serpentarium had out for the kids. Although some of the reptiles look scary, the students learned that they have a functioning position in our ecosystem. The students learned so much about the reptiles, like their habitat, what food they eat, their scales, and why we need them in our lives. The students learned that reptiles are cold-blooded animals and that they need to regulate their own body temperature by using the sun, rain, and water. The kids touched their scaly skins and had the chance to see a snake eat a mouse. It was a fun learning experience for everyone on the field trip from College Park.
Now don't go away. Coming up, area students selected for Governor's School.
Plus, we have a look at education across the nation in Education Index and what's on tap for lunch with the Lunch Bill of Fare.
Your School News will continue after the break.
Each year, thousands are senselessly killed by people with no criminal record at all. People like you.
Welcome back to Your School News. It's time for our Education Index, a look around the nation and the world at some of the top stories in education. Topping the index. A federal appeals court's decision to side with a transgender student who sued after his school restricted his restroom access could have far-reaching implications for schools around the country that have lacked legal clarity on this divisive issue. The decision was called a major turning point by the Gay, Lesbian, and Straight Education Network, and it could help set the tone for discussions about accommodations for transgender students nationwide, school law experts said. The ruling, the first by a federal appellate court on the issue, affirms the Obama administration's position on allowing transgender students to use the restrooms and locker rooms that correspond with their gender identity, which it has increasingly asserted in legal briefs and civil rights agreements with school districts in recent years. School security officers outnumber counselors in 4 out of the 10 largest public school districts in the country, including 3 of the top 5, according to data obtained on the online education site The 74. New York City, Chicago, Miami-Dade County, the Houston schools all employ more security staff than counselors. New York City, Chicago, and Miami-Dade are also among the nation's 5 biggest school districts. Not one of the top 10 districts where counselors may be particularly beneficial for low-income students meets the American School Counselor Association's recommendation of 1 counselor for every 250 students. Most weren't even close. The nearest to the standard was Hawaii, with 274 students for every counselor. This data is coming to light as the debate over school safety, classroom violence, and the school-to-prison pipeline continues to dominate national headlines and shape federal policy. Finally, the U.S. Department of Education is allowing states to request a waiver from assessing, speaking, and listening as part of its Reading English Language Arts assessments. In 2010, the North Carolina State Board of Education adopted Reading English Language Arts content standards, which include standards for speaking and listening. Federal law requires assessments included all adopted content met standards. However, measuring speaking and listening skills in a large-scale summative assessment is not practical at this time. As a result, North Carolina is seeking a waiver from this requirement. The requested waiver would be effective through the 2016-17 school year. And that's this week's Education Index, a quick look at some of the interesting education stories from around the nation and the world. Now don't go away, we'll be right back with the Lunch Bill of Fare. This is your school news on cable and online. Look for our blue logo for all the latest news online at www.nhcs.net. Also check out NHCS TV on Facebook and Twitter.
As an American, it's hard to hear that we have a serious hunger issue in our country. And as a parent, it's even harder to hear that 1 in 5 of our kids struggles with hunger, especially when billions of pounds of good food are wasted every year. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide billions of meals to families in need right in your community. Visit feedingamerica.org to support Feeding America and your local food bank. Together we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
Welcome back to Your School News. It's time now for this week's Lunch Bill of Fare. Our lunch menu specialist, Hunter Liedman, is standing by in the newsroom with this week's school lunch menu, so parents, students, teachers, and everyone working with New Hanover County School System can plan their lunchtime options.
Thank you and welcome to the Lunch Bill of Fare here on Your School News. I'm Hunter Liedman, this week's School Nutrition Employee Week. So make sure to let your local cafeteria staff members know that you appreciate their food each and every day. So let's dig into this week's lunch menu. On Tuesday, May 3rd, jump into the line for a grilled chicken sandwich, grilled cheese, or a cheeseburger. Your choice of sides are vegetable soup, tater tots, and fresh fruit. On Wednesday, May 4th, your school cafeteria will be headlining the following entrees: chicken dippers with an egg roll and fried rice, cheesy breadsticks, and pork barbecue with hush puppies and slaw. Don't forget to grab a slice of pasta salad, glazed carrots, garden salad, or mandarin oranges. On Thursday, May 5th, get the crew together and sit down with either nachos grande, fish nuggets, or popcorn chicken, with a side of cornbread muffin or dinner roll. After that, make sure to grab a side of black bean and corn salad, North Carolina sweet potato, or fresh fruit. On Friday, May 6th, end the school week on a high note with spaghetti and breadstick, cheeseburger, or deluxe chicken sandwich. While you're waiting in the lunch line, go ahead and grab a side of either macaroni salad, french fries, garden salad, or mixed fruit. Want a healthy tip? Here's one. Eggs are a great source of protein, vitamin A, B5, B12, and B2. Eggs are also tasty. You can get them scrambled, sunny side up, or boiled. And if you are at a healthy body weight, the yolk, which contains cholesterol, is actually better for you than the cholesterol inside bacon. So eat lots of eggs. Now when you come back to school on Monday, May 9th, start the school week off with chicken filet sandwich, lasagna roll-up with a breadstick, or corn dog nuggets. Your sides include black-eyed peas, garden salad, and diced peaches. Now we'll look at this week's lunch menu forecast. Enjoy nachos grande on Thursday or the Italian classic lasagna roll-up on Monday. Your sides throughout the week are tater tots, garden salad, and french fries. That's this week's Lunch Bill of Fare, covering your school's lunch menu every week. I'm Hunter Ledman. Now back to you.
Thanks, Hunter. Don't forget, you can also catch the Lunch Bill of Fare during the morning show here on the Learning Network and get lots of healthful nutrition information online at www.nhcs.net/nutrition. Now don't go away. Coming up, area students selected for Governor's School.
Librarians Sandy Beach and Sidekick Books use their expert skills to find out why, when...
Oh, I'll never get out of here. Reference Stacks Books pronto. Oh, man. This should help with that project on Africa. Cool. Thanks, Super Librarian. Books. Someone's caught on the web.
Want to know something? Start here.
Welcome back to Your School News. 14 New Hanover County School students have been selected to attend the 2016 session of the Governor's School of North Carolina.
Governor's School is the oldest statewide summer residential program for academically or intellectually gifted high school students in the nation.
The program, which is open to rising seniors only, with exceptions made for rising juniors in selected performing, visual arts areas, is located on 2 campuses. Governor's School West at Salem College in Winston-Salem and Governor's School East at Meredith College in Raleigh.
The following students who will be attending the 2016 session from New Hanover County Schools.
In choral music, Jeremiah Conway and Marissa Saba, both from Hoggard High School.
In dance, from New Hanover High School, Kenna Casto, and from Hoggard, Chloe O'Brien.
In English, Claudia Oper from Hoggard and Mina Yakuba from New Hanover.
2 students from the Ashley High School were selected to participate in the instrumental music. They are Noah Marney and Jared Tanner.
Attending Governor's School for Math are Giovanni Booty from Isaac Bear Early College High School and Kevin Hugh from Hoggard.
In natural science, Andrea Lamas Nino from Isaac Bear Early, while in Spanish, Lanny O'Neill Tarvin from Laney.
Finally, in theater will be Jacob Jones from Hoggard High School and Theobald Townend from New Hanover High School.
Well, that does it for this edition of Your School News. Recapping some of our main stories. Snipes Rising Stars visited Keenan House. Roland Grice teacher became a Keenan Fellow. And Hoggard High School welcomed State Senator Lee as a guest speaker.
Remember, Your School News is on cable and online. And don't forget to start your morning with our light and lively morning show weekdays at 6 a.m. I'm Gabrielle Allen de Trois-Maisons.
And I'm Leah Schwagel. On behalf of the entire YSN crew, thanks for watching New Hanover County Schools TV on the Learning Network.
Have a great day.